Yeah, and Trent Grisham coming back at 20. I mean, I was away. I was on vacation when the conversation popped up about Trent Grisham taking the qualifying offer or getting the qualifying offer. So I wasn't really stressing it. And I'm not stressing it now, but it does make you think about how things are going to shake out here because he's back. And with him coming back now and at $22 million, I don't think that's what you want. I don't think that's exactly what you were looking for. Let's see. Desktop here. Can I get this screenshot up? Nah. This is my rookie mode on Riverside. So I'm trying to get the video up right now. Well, I figured out how to get that thing off the screen. Let's see. Just to go the old-fashioned way. And people are tweeting me about it. Mm. Okay, folks. So Trent Grisham is accepting the 1 year, $22 million qualifying offer. So where do the Yankees go from here? That came from Gary Phillips. Look at what this means for Grisham, Cody Bellinger, New York's payroll, and more. Like some of y'all want Tatsuya Imai. I don't know if you're getting him. Be happy with Ryan Yaw, bro. I told y'all I'm coming into this Yankees offseason with the lowest of expectations. Because if you don't have, and if you could tell, like, I'm not one way or the other, but if you don't have expectations, you can't be disappointed. That's in life. Let the Yankees be a lesson for your life. If you don't expect anything, then nothing bad can come from it. Like, like you can't be disappointed. You can't be disappointed if you're not expecting stuff. When you're expecting things, you get disappointed. When you're Kyle Tucker, Tatsuya Imai, that's when you're let down. That's when you're let down. So I'm thinking about Cody Bellinger. And even today, I was listening to Evan and Tiki, and they're talking about Kyle Tucker versus Cody Bellinger. There's a couple things, man. Like, I think Cody Bellinger is the better fit, obviously, because we have seen Cody Bellinger in the Yankee uniform in Yankee Stadium last year. Evan brought up a great point that, like, you got to look at his last few years. It's not guaranteed that he's going to be the exact same player over the course of the next 6 years. Um, Damn, I don't know. I did not want that. I did not want that qualifying offer to be accepted. And I think, of course, it was John Heyman. Let me see it. I'm pretty sure it was John Heyman who said that he wasn't going to pick it up, and he does. And I can't even go find John Heyman's tweet because I'm on block, Sergi Blocka. But yeah, the short and long of this here, man, as we're getting close to 10 minutes, Trent Grisham getting the qualifying offer. Is that your starting center fielder again? Are you running it back again? I feel like you don't get better that way. I feel like I saw enough from Trent Grisham in the postseason to not want to run that back again. I feel like you have Jason Dominguez and Spencer Jones pending now. Are you going to trade those guys? What does this mean for Cody Bellinger and Kyle Tucker? Because I was fine with signing Cody Bellinger as your everyday center fielder and Dominguez playing left, and then also having a thought of Cody Bellinger playing first base some. Yeah, it's stupid to me. Jay-Z writes, one less roster spot and 22 million less the Yankees can spend this offseason. And I get giving him the qualifying offer for the pick compensation, but it's nothing. It's nothing. It's not something that like we needed to do. It's not something that we needed to do. But here we are, folks. I got to go find my own tweet where I was like, let me see if I can search my tweets. Elon Musk ruined that function. Um, but I just recently tweeted out, go get paid, cowboy. Well, never mind. John Heyman, wrong again. Let me find a good gift to put under that. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like going to and you guys can forget about Kyle. Can't, can't, need something. Trent Grisham in center right again, and doesn't exactly get me fired up for 2026 because I do think the Yankees after the Blue Jays failed. Why can't they win the division and take that course again and get right back to the World Series, potentially facing the Dodgers? It ain't that long. It's months of time. It ain't that long. Yo, what's up? What's up? That's what we're saying, bro. That's the whole point of me going live right now to talk to y'all. Didn't expect Grisham to take the qualifying offer. Me either. But, now Cashman's plan has to be affected by that. Now what they're going to spend is affected by that. Now who they're going to add to this roster is affected by that. So, let's see. A drive time sports talk show worth listening to? I'm at the crib. You can't get this in your car. Evan and Tiki are on now. I'm sure they're talking about it. I will not be on until like 10 o'clock, 10:30 after your Brooklyn Nets play. And by then, you'll have heard every single call, comment, take, opinion on the matter. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to go live more. So um, great, great. Not great. Like I don't think the Yankee universe is celebrating this. Like I don't think anybody's celebrating this. I'm really tweeting that out. I don't think the Yankees universe is celebrating. Yanks will have another puzzle, another outfield puzzle. Yeah, and that's another thing about Grisham. I'm about to start writing down all this stuff, man. Yes, it's you. I would kill it on any time on the radio. I think you guys know that. I've done enough shows. Whether it's game, it's a fun game to be in. I think we either trade Jones or Dominguez this offseason. You have to now. Jones's worth has never been higher. And what is Dominguez, bro? Is he a left fielder? Is he a major leaguer? Now, if we re-sign Bellinger, how much is this team going to change? Not much. They're running it back. And I told y'all that. I told a lot of y'all that don't expect much changes. Don't expect much changes. They're running it back because they are going to tell themselves, we lost to the Dodgers, we lost to the Blue Jays. Those are the two teams in the World Series. We're right there. We don't need much change. We don't need to add. We don't need Kyle Tucker. Bring back Cody. And you know what? It's not a guarantee you bring back Cody Bellinger. It's not a guarantee. It's not a lock. I think Cody wants to be here. I think Cody wants to get it done. But money talks. His agent is Scott Boras, and Scott Boras owes him because he had to take that little prove it deal with the Cubs, and then he got traded from the Cubs, and like now he wants his big time contract at age 30 to finish out his career. He's looking for 6-7 years. He's looking for 6-7 years. It's the same team. It's the same team. It's going to be the same outfield. The only difference is going to be Volpe at short. Volpe's not going to be ready opening day. But by the time we get to May, June, it's the same team. Minus Paul Goldschmidt. You know, as Alex writes, we're going to need a first baseman. Yeah, Bellinger and Ben Rice. Bellinger and Ben Rice, both left-handed. Bellinger at least can scoop the ball and play the position. Ben Rice is still working on that. I don't know, bros. I'm not feeling great about it. Maybe trade Dominguez and Jones for Ski. Yeah, right now. Do that right now. I would love it. Push it. Send. No more bets. Done. Grisham only plays center. If you remember correctly, back to last year, before this year, they wouldn't put him in left field over Verdugo, and Verdugo was terrible at times. They strictly want him to play center field only, and him coming back, he's your starting center fielder. He's your starting center fielder. But what if I don't know? I'm like, there's no way. There's no world where he's the fourth outfielder that they thought he would be going into last year. Because of what he did this year, he gets the nod. He's starting in center field and he's leading off. He's starting in center field and he's leading off. Whatever. It's a mid thing. Like it's not great. It's a mid move. I think you wanted him to go elsewhere. He's back, and the biggest thing for me with him is his clutch gene disappeared in October. As clutch as he was in the regular season, hitting home runs to take the lead or tie the game, that was gone. There's no way in hell they signed Pete Alonso. Not for the money he's looking for. And he smells too Metsy, and they're not doing that. If the Yanks can get anything for Jason, he has to go. Yeah. Yeah, because like he's not getting a shot. If Bellinger comes back, he's the fourth outfielder. It won't be Trent Grisham. Let me check. I know some people are on the Twitter chat, and I don't know if I could see the Twitter chat. Okay, I got that up on another. Let's see, Michael Costa. I wouldn't find Fleegs being kind of a co-host at night. I like him on air. I wouldn't mind. Michael Costa says I wouldn't mind Fleegs being kind of a co-host at night. I like him. Fleegs is great. Fleegs is smart. Fleegs knows all that back end stuff. Fleegs is a great producer, in my opinion, too, because of his knowledge. If you don't know something, he knows it. If you don't know something, he looks it up. Like he can kind of keep us in bounds, and it's hard to know everything. So shout out to Michael in the Twitter chat that gave a shout out to Michael Fliegelman. I try to bring Fleegs in. I did last night on my show, just because there was conversation around James Franklin, and he went to Penn State, and then obviously there's conversation around the Jets, and he's a Jets fan, but he's a knowledgeable Met fan too. Nick fan. He's a New York sports fan, and Fleegs is great. And I think you guys can tell when I kind of give him props on my show. You think we going to be in on Bo at shortstop? that used to be in Toronto. I don't. Nope. I don't expect that. I don't expect that. Nick says Dominguez has all the offensive tools that the Yankees lack. I don't want to hear about defense. Dominguez is an all around better player than Trent Grisham, and I don't care what anyone says. I had said the other night, that's my leadoff hitter. I had said the other night, like, I don't know. I'm done with Kyle Tucker. It's not even worth talking about. But if we did sign Kyle Tucker, where would Kyle Tucker play? Not center field. He would play left field, and Dominguez would be in center. That's done. You can forget about that. Anthony says, scroll up in the chat, KM for my take. You got to send it again because I didn't have the Twitter chat up. I'm in Riverside. I'm test driving this streaming platform. And in Riverside, it for some reason does not give us the Twitter chat. You can go live on Twitter, but the chat is not built in. The only chat that I'm able to see is YouTube, and I think Twitch. Uh, so yeah, what's my ideal off season? We can't have it. My ideal offseason includes Trent Grisham signing anywhere else and not taking that qualifying offer. So that's already out the window. I want a bridge starting pitcher. Ryan Yarbrough might be their idea as that bridge starter. That's not great. I want a right-handed hitting catcher. I don't know who they're gonna go get to do that. Probably somebody that we're not thinking of. I wanted Kyle Tucker. No shot. No shot. I want Bellinger. But you know what now? We're going to overpay for Cody Bellinger. We're probably going to have to give him 7 years. Whatever, yo. I don't care, yo. I don't care, yo. I don't care. I told you on the beginning of the stream. If you don't get your hopes up, if you don't have high expectations, you can't be disappointed. I'm not letting the Yankees disappoint me. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since 2009. A lot of disappointment. I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. Team's going to be very needy, very left-handed needy. Some righty bats. Now that Goldie is gone, we're extremely left-handed, and it's funny because we weren't for a long time. And now you look at this team with Trent, with Ben Rice, with Jazz, with Ryan McMahon, with Belly, like Austin Wells. Um, what about Chris Bassett? Depends on the cost. I don't mind Chris Bassett. He's a competitor. Depends on the cost. I like him. Mets should have kept him because they certainly needed pitching. Mike M, what's up? Anthony says, to sum it up, I just said Grisham handicaps our budget like crazy. We needed Tucker and a starting pitcher, a cheap right-handed catcher, right-handed hitting center fielder would have been great. Now we're stuck without all three and 22 million. Yeah. Um, he says, no, you can't live in misery though. Like if spring training starts, I'm there, front row, popcorn ready. As am I. Like as am I. But that's a long. It's November 18th. I will not be in spring training until probably March 18th. So, um, it's almost half a year from now, and the Yankees business is signing players, adding big name players, and driving up in excitement to sell tickets to spring training, to sell season tickets, to create excitement of coming to the stadium. Um, I don't think Trent Grisham taking the qualifying offer does that. I don't think there's anybody right now that is like, yeah, here we go, Yanks. Trent Grisham's coming back. He had a great postseason. He dominated. That's our center fielder. That's our leadoff hitter. Let's run it back. That's it. Nick says Trent Grisham batted 236 with a total of 8 doubles. How is he worth 22 million? Dominguez had 18 doubles and 23 stolen bases. He does way more on the offensive side than Grisham. When they trade Jason, he will be a star elsewhere. The Homers, the Bronx Bombers, they're hoping that he can have another year and hit 34 homers or whatever he hit. Like, and I doubt that. It was a prove it year. He was so under the radar. He had a lot of pitches to hit, and I doubt it. I doubt it, bros. All right. I got to go to the gym, but thanks for watching this quick emergency live as I kind of get my first thoughts out on Trent Grisham. You'll probably hear a lot of the same talk tonight from me On the fan, when you think we're going to get Cole back? I think June, maybe latest July. I'd like it to be before the All Star break, but it depends. It depends. So, um, let's see. I mean, you're not because we're all smart fans and realize how this cooks our offseason financially. Exactly. So, like, I'm a Yankee fan forever. I will go to spring training every year. I will go to opening day every year. But does that mean I am a delusional Yankee fan that is drinking the Kool-Aid, that is like, yeah, here we go. Chase for 28 and 26. Hell no. Hell no. I just am like, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Please, baseball gods, can we just luck up this once? Please, baseball gods, can the Dodgers be cooked and just have a back-to-back World Series hangover? Please, baseball gods. The Blue Jays are losing all of their coaching staff. Can they lose some of those players and go back to being in last place? Anyway, back on the fan tonight after Brooklyn Nets basketball. Appreciate all of you.